There was once a young man named Max, and the sea had been calling him long before he knew how to answer. From the time he was a boy, Max felt drawn to the horizon. While others saw water, he saw possibility. While others feared storms, he wondered what lived beyond them. The ocean didn't scare him. It invited him. Years later, before the sun fully rose, Max finally answered the call. With no audience and no applause, he pushed his small sailboat away from shore. The land faded quietly behind him, and with it, the life he had always known. Ahead of him stretched nothing but open water and uncertainty. At first, the sea was gentle. The wind filled his sails like encouragement. The waves rolled beneath him in steady rhythm. Days passed peacefully, marked by glowing sunsets and endless blue skies. At night, Max lay on the deck staring at the stars, feeling freer than he ever had on land. For the first time in his life, nothing was expected of him, except to keep going. But the ocean is never gentle forever.
Hold fast!
One evening, the sky darkened without warning. The wind shifted violently, and the calm waters turned restless. Waves rose higher, crashing against the boat with growing force. Rain lashed down, blinding and cold. The mast groaned. The compass spun. Max fought to stay in control. Hour after hour, the storm tested him. His hands burned from gripping the wheel. His muscles screamed from exhaustion. Fear crept into his thoughts, whispering that he was too small, too alone, too far from safety. And for the first time, Max wondered if he had made a mistake. If you find the story interesting, do well to subscribe, like, share, comment, and turn on the notification button for more stories like this. But he didn't stop. He remembered why he left. He adjusted the sails. He trusted what he had learned. Not fighting the sea, but moving with it. One decision at a time. One breath at a time. When the storm finally passed, the silence felt louder than the chaos. The ocean lay still again, as if nothing had happened. And Max was still there. Days turned into weeks. Storms came and went. Each one left him changed, calmer, sharper, stronger. Between the battles were moments of quiet beauty, glowing waters at night, flying fish breaking the surface, mornings where the sun rose like a promise kept. Somewhere along the way, Max realized something important. He was no longer chasing the destination. He was becoming someone new. When he finally reached the place he once imagined as the end of his journey, he felt no triumph, no relief, only clarity. The fear that once lived inside him had softened. The unknown no longer felt threatening. Standing at the bow of his boat, Max looked ahead, and then behind. Going home would be easy, but it would cost him everything he had discovered. So he turned the wheel. Max sailed onward, not to escape life, but to fully live it. The sea had taken his doubts, tested his courage, and returned him to himself. And wherever the wind carried him next, he held on to one truth that would guide him forever. When the shore disappears, that's when you find out who you really are.